How you guys doing? This is Tyler McCart coming at you again, and man, I am really excited. Okay, I really am excited to be able to share with you. I just got done. I'm actually on my day of rest, and I wanted to share this with you. Obviously, we've been doing the life of Joseph, and it's been a phenomenal thing that's really impacted my life, and I hope it's impacting your life. Okay, but I wanted to come at you real quick, and this is pretty intense. And I'm hoping this is going to come out properly and well communicated for you so you understand it. But the bottom line is that this is just fresh, one cut, and I'm just going to come at you, okay? Because I definitely want to impact your world, right? So obviously, I've been talking about Joseph. Joseph is, a very great person to analyze his life, the life of Joseph, because number one, he was as the Bible says, he was a prosperous man. God gave him a vision of something that he was going to carry out. He's also coined as kind of almost a Jesus Christ of the Old Testament, because he basically saved the world, or saved the Jewish people from destruction, which was God's chosen people. And there's a lot of awesome things and fascinating things about his life. Well, the thing I wanted to point out to you, I know that on the last vlog I talked about I said that the Lord was with Joseph. Okay, we're in Genesis chapter 39, verse 2. But the Lord was with Joseph. All right, and just with that statement right there, obviously I talked about last time that us as believers today, we have we can actually take that one verse and go one step further, meaning that the Lord is within us. The Lord is within Amy. The Lord is within Susie. The Lord is within Sally. The Lord is within Jeff. The Lord is within Michael. Who cares? The Lord's within you. So you have the God of this universe inside of you to order, to direct, to teach you, to show you what's to come, everything. Okay? Now, a lot of times when I read these verses and I've meditated on these things, sometimes I get these awesome revelations that I just, after meditating on the things for a certain period of time. Because one thing you always want to keep in mind is when you read a verse, what you are looking for behind that verse, or what you're looking for when you meditate on that verse, is what is God saying to you behind that verse. Okay? Let me say that again. What is God saying to you specifically behind that verse after you meditate on it? Okay? And I want to continue on verse 2 of the life of Joseph, which is, this is awesome. All right? I want to set this up, all right? A lot of times, I know in myself, I have viewed prosperity. I have viewed wealth, and when I'm talking about wealth, I'm not just meaning, having a lot of money in your bank account, or driving a new BMW, or having, the nice rings or the nice clothes, whatever. I'm not just talking about that. I'm talking about prosperity in the sense of the whole package, okay? And meaning, you do have money in the bank. You're out of debt. You have an awesome relationship with your wife. You have an awesome relationship with your kids. You have an awesome relationship with any person that you come in contact with. You're emotionally sound. That is prosperity, okay? A lot of people just cut it off with just material or money. That is totally not the deal. There's a lot of men and women that are out there that do not have the whole package when it comes to prosperity, because God's prosperity is the whole package. Now, but here's where I was messing up on, okay? And this is going to be good, okay? Oh, man, this is going to be good. Here's where I was messing up on. It says right here in Joseph, in his life, all right? Watch this. It says in verse 2, "But the Lord was with Joseph, and though," I'm reading in the Amplified, "and though he was a slave, he was a successful and prosperous man, and he was in the house of the Egyptian, his master the Egyptian." Okay, let's focus in on though he was a slave, was a successful and prosperous man. I want to focus right there, okay? Now, hold tight with me real quick, okay? And I'm going to try to make this condensed. Obviously, I equated prosperity, what I just alluded to, as, great relationships, great this, and this, okay? Well, obviously, Joseph, if you look at his life, he didn't have great relationships with his brothers. Think about that. In my terminology, now just follow me, in my own view. He didn't have any material possessions. He was a slave. I mean, a slave doesn't own anything. You're actually owned by somebody else, right? So all of a sudden the definition is not really lining up. Okay? But here's what I want you to realize. Here's what I want you to hear. Okay? This is good. I just got this. Actually from a man of God, Creflo Dollar. Watch this. Prosperity is not a measure of material possession, but prosperity is a divine measure of God's presence in your life. Is that not awesome or what? Let me say that again. Prosperity is not a measure of material possessions, but prosperity is a divine measure of God's presence in your life. So watch this. Let's go back to verse 2. But the Lord was with Joseph, and he, though he was a slave, was a successful and prosperous man. That totally lines up because Joseph had the Lord inside of him, right? And by that true sense, because the Lord was with him, then therefore he was a prosperous man, a successful man. Wow. Go chew on that right there. Go get in the Word. Go get in the presence of the Lord. Go make your relationship with God so intense and so awesome and so consistent that you cannot help but be prosperous. Okay? That's what's going to happen. And here's the deal. The prosperity, the whole material things or relationships, those are just the, call it fringe benefits of what happens whenever you have a full, on board, in your face, intense relationship with the Lord your God. Okay? That's good. All right. Have a great night.